Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is going to be a plan with me for the week of January 8th through the 14th, 2024, using my Traveler's Notebook size planner from Archer and Olive. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. Here we are in my Traveler's Notebook. I'm going to be going with a vertical layout for this spread, and it will be going over 2 pages, similarly to last week. One thing I noticed is that I did get a little bit of ghosting from some stamps that I put down on the page before, which was pretty upsetting. I don't know if Archer and Olive has changed their paper at all, but I was pretty surprised to see that ghosting. This week we're going to be using this stencil for my spread, and we're going to be combining that with this set of number stamps from Heidi Swapp. We'll be using the week number stamp from this set from Elle's Studio. I'll be using the days of the week stamps from this set, and I'll be using the January stamp from that set from Heidi Swapp, as well as a quote sticker from that set from Heidi Swapp. I will be using 6 different distressed oxides. We are going with a rainbow spread for this week, as well as my black VersaFine ink. So I'm not going to lie, the way that this spread was envisioned in my head and the way that it came out are very different. I made a bit of an error when I started laying down the distressed oxides here with the stencil. I had an intention of basically doing a rainbow down the side of the page. My notebook is actually flipped upside down right now, so this was going to be the page kind of in the middle of my spread, going from one side of my spread to the other basically, and I was going to do a rainbow, pink at the top all the way to lavender at the bottom. But when I spaced out where the colors would go, I don't know what I was thinking. I spaced it out in 3 instead of 6, and I was in the blue before I realized it. So there was at that point basically no going back. And so instead of this being a spread that had a rainbow all the way down the side, I have a rainbow of 3 colors on one side of the page and 3 colors on the other. Now, it might be a little bit confusing as to what I mean by that, but as you see me doing more of this spread, I think you'll understand what I'm talking about. I basically wanted this page to have a rainbow on the front, a rainbow on the back, and the way that I set it up, the kind of scalloped edge was going to be right on the edge of the paper, and I was actually going to cut around that scallop. And then I was going to leave everything else pretty simple so that that was the real focal point of the spread. As you can see, I'm now doing the cool tones of this scalloped rainbow. I did have to move the stencil over halfway through for it to span the entire length of the page, which is always a little bit annoying and concerning, but it actually worked out okay. I really took my time doing it and didn't have any bleed through or anything like that. Now that I have the stencil down, we are going to go in with these dates and days of the week stamps. Again, I really wanted the rainbow deco to be the focal point of this spread. So I went very minimal with these small little number stamps and really small days of the week stamps. Now I'm putting down January as well as the week number stamp and a 2 in the bottom right of this page, overlapping the deco that we have. Again, I'm just so disappointed. Honestly, I had such a vision for this spread, and I'm just so disappointed that I made an error and it didn't come to fruition. As you can see, we're now on the other side of the page where I have my more cool toned scalloped rainbow going down the side. What also makes this a bit of a killer is that if I was going to do 3 colors on the front and 3 colors on the back, I definitely would have been the warm tones on the front, cool tones on the back, because the week before I did a cool tone spread. And of course, with the way everything turned out, the cool tones were on the front, the warm tones were on the back. Because of the way I did the deco on this one, I did have Saturday and Sunday sharing a page. And then I decided to add in this Hello Sunshine stamp overlying the deco on the side here, which I will say definitely goes more with the warm tones than it would have if cool tones would have been in that area. But yeah, I really, really, really wanted this to just be a rainbow all the way down on both sides, but alas, that was not meant to be. And honestly, I am happy with how the spread turned out, even though it didn't turn out the way that I wanted it to. And because it just really wasn't going my way, I actually decided not to cut the scallops out on this. I was too afraid that I was going to end up not liking it and regretting the spread even more. So I just kind of left it as is. I hope that you all enjoyed this plan with me. I see myself coming back to this stencil and trying to do this again the way I initially imagined it. I just really loved what the vision in my head looked like, and I feel like I need to allow that to come to fruition at some point. I hope you all enjoyed this plan with me, and as always, everyone, be safe. Bye-bye.